Who doesn't love a good free game? I hope you do, because we have a diamond in the rough. But first things first, welcome back, beautiful people. The name is Wolf, and this is Nine Kings, a strategic auto battler with emphasis on building, not so much the actual battle part. It's quite a addictive little game. You can check it out on Steam yourself if you do like what you see. So let's get into it immediately, as opposed to keeping it from you. You have different characters you can select once you've unlocked them, different starting cards associated with them, and in the future there will also be some meta progression, and I do love some good meta progression. For now though, we're going to keep it simple and start with the king of nothing, the human of it all. But yes, the year is 664. We are fighting Spellboy and Plant Boy. Very good. And we have a starting castle. Each castle has its own power. In this case, the human castle throws stone. The Spellboy, for example, throws lightning at you. Very lovely. We have a unit, an offensive tower, and a blacksmith. Interesting. As you can see, we have a 9 grid right here. We're just going to put our tanks on the front line. And we're going to have our first little battle. Speed controls top right. And there is an active component. You can throw your stones in this case, or shoot your lightning if you're a Spellboy. With left clicking, holding it down also works, so it's very friendly. And we immediately fought the green boy and got a green card. I'm going to go with Mycelium. Mycelium is quite the interesting. Actually, Forest is also quite good. Every turn adds 1 HP to adjacent units. That's also very good. I'm actually going to go with Mycelium. Mycelium is quite the funny card, because it doesn't do much of anything to begin with. Let me throw some rocks at the back line right here. But as you can see, it's throwing these seeds on the map. I'm going to get another castle for now. And we're going to put a blacksmith in the middle. And as you can see, we immediately get some extra stats. But now that the mushrooms have grown, we're doing these lovely little chip damages. Very good. There we go. So you might already kind of start to see how this game might work. Your building applied their effects one more time. That's pretty good. Increase the movement speed of your troops. Increase the attack speed of your towers. Let's do overwork. Very good. And we're going to just upgrade our castle for a better boulder. Because we have that passive, our blacksmith triggers twice now. So we're doing twice the scaling on our tanks in terms of damage, which is very, very good. But I'm actually looking for something a little bit more exciting, like an elf. Ranged sniper unit always attacks the most distant target. We do need another unit, so let's put it in the back. And as you can see, they're getting immediate benefits, and the mushroom army is growing too. There we go. Look at that. We'll keep throwing the boulders in the back line. Ooh, that was a Spellboy. Now, one of the things you could do if you don't like what you're seeing right here is you can also throw away the cards and get some money. However, I do like the Warlocks. Let's put them on the left here. So they benefit from the blacksmith. Very good. Now, we only have 9 grids. Expansion should become available soon for those who want to optimize insane Exodia combos. But for now, though, we're just going to enjoy ourselves. Ooh, yes, because we can also upgrade our units. As you can see right here, we have the same knight, and now it comes in with more units and we get some more stats on it. But that's not all we can do with the units. There's more we can do with it. We can not only build adjacent buildings for additional effects, but we can also buff them. Like, for example, Poison Vial. Unit attacks stack 1 poison on the enemy. Let's give that to the archers. So now, when we hover over it next turn, we can take a look at their buffs. And the mushroom army is growing very rapidly, doing a lot of chip damage. Very good. All right. As we hover over now, as you can see, we have a little poison icon right here. You can have multiple buffs active. And the little glyphs at the bottom indicate their level. This is level 2 knight, level 1 elf, so on and so forth. I'm actually going to drop the spire. Actual, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna drop the spire, get some gold, and we'll see how that turns out. Because I'm looking for a very specific card. And hopefully we'll get one of those very soon. For now though, as you can see, the mushrooms are doing a lot of work. And they're slowly chipping down the enemy. Ooh, that's one of the cards I was looking for. Every turn adds +1 unit to the adjacent army. That's a very powerful card. Let's actually add King of Blood here. So now we have additional armies coming at us. But that's okay. Every turn adds +1 unit to one adjacent army. It's very specific wording. Now, if we have one level 1 farm, and there's 2 adjacent units, it's going to be a coin flip. Upgrading the farm gives us another proc of that +1. So it might go somewhere else. For now, though, I do kind of want to make sure our front line stays stable, because it allows us to ramp up our mycelium a lot more. And as you can see, they're being pincered by mushrooms. I think I've seen this movie once. It didn't end well. Alright, very good. Ooh, Demon's Altar is also very lovely. It summons a demon, and the more death we have, the stronger they become. It's very good. Demons are all about sacrificing. And they have some very fun interactions with that, I have to say. Having that said, though, I'm going to put my Demon Altar... Actually, I'm not going to build my Demon Altar yet. I'm not. I'm going to think ahead of the future. I'm going to get a level 3 castle. So we have the most powerful projectile. And we should be able to kind of do some decent damage to the back line. Very lovely. Look at that. Take out those wizards. Very good. Our tanks are still alive. Our mycelium is going hard. Very lovely. Warlock. Ah, look at that. We're going to take a wild card here. We're going to buy that. We're going to roll once. Take another wild card. We're going to leave. So now we can do a lot of things at the same time. I'm going to play a wild card though, and actually put it on our farm. And another one on our farm. So now we have a max level farm. And if you look at the units soon here, you'll be able to tell that they're going to upgrade quite considerably. Speaking of units that need to be upgraded quite considerably, let's add them to a level 2 warlock. So now we're generating a lot more tank units just for free. We're ramping. So not only are we generating more units, we're also making those units stronger with the blacksmith. You can see how that exponential scaling can become very, very strong. Now, what level are you? Level 2. I could max it out. What I'm actually going to do, though, is I'm going to take Steel Code, and I'm going to put that on the archers to show that you can actually have multiple buffs active. So now the first hit on our archers will be negated, which is very, very lovely. Kind of helps them protect against certain spells and such that may be, or certain effects that might be applicable. Then again, we can also have on death effects. Ooh, do I want to increase all attack or unlock 2 new plots? Let's actually unlock 2 new plots. As you can see, we're going to put Demon Altar in the back so we can have a ramping demon. Now the demon, it's a building, so we can't actually buff it with the blacksmith. But the demon will become stronger and stronger. If you look at the top left, look at how many stats it's getting. It's 0.3 for each death that happens, and there's a lot of death happening. So that demon will become stronger and stronger, and if we upgrade it, we get 2 demons, so on and so forth. I could upgrade the warlocks to max it out, and I think we should. So now we have maxed out warlock, and we're getting more and more units. Look at that. Oh yeah, they are melting. And the mycelium, the mushrooms are popping off. We're very strong right now. We're very strong. Right, I'm just going to expand my army, as you can see. There's the manual expansion. So now we can choose which way the wind blows. And I think that the wind is blowing in a certain direction. Let's make the wind blow here. Now, I'm going to put this Carnage on our weaker tank line. So when they die, they detonate and do more chip damage while receiving loads of chip damage. So I'm hoping that I can outvalue the enemy, and the longer the fights take, the more mycelium we get, right? Although one of the things I wish I could do is upgrade our mycelium. I could go for the blacksmith, but I kind of want to have a level 2 mycelium. So now we should be seeing, as opposed to 1 damage, it's 2 damage. As you can see, lots of 2 damages coming out. So we essentially doubled our range damage. Did you see how much faster that went? Incredible. Alright, we're going to take Carnage right here. Because... ooh, I want to make peace with... let's make peace with you. Your cards are not that exciting to me. Because we do have Carnage right here. When killed, units explode, causing 10% HP as area damage. Let's give that to our other melee line. So now when they kill us, they hurt themselves more. Very good. Look at that. You can see the little detonations occurring. Oh yeah, we are absolutely strong right now. I love it. Let's get the Procreate. And then I can put some more archers on our team. Because let's be real, we have kind of neglected our archers. Because we have mushrooms. Who needs elves when you have mushrooms? There we go. Another rock there. Beautiful. What else do we have? Well, I did want to upgrade the blacksmith earlier, so let's see now. We should be getting, what is it, 3 procs? Yep. Because 2 from the blacksmith, because it gives you a proc per level. And then we also have the overwork for another proc. So the ramping is going to happen. Now on the top you can see kind of how long it takes before victory. So maybe it might not be even that worth it to proc, right? This late. Ooh, forest is pretty good. Let's actually max out the mycelium. There it is. Beautiful. So now our damage on the mycelium has gone up by another single point. Look at this 3s coming out. That's brutal. I'm also surprised that our tanks are doing so well. They're doing really well. We have so many of them. Ooh, I could do a level up plot. I think it's always better because you can just level up anything you want, right? Your buildings apply their effect 1 more time. That's another free blacksmith proc. In that case, I probably should max out the blacksmith. So we have 5 procs right now. 3 from the building, 2 from our passive. That's a lot of damage. I wish I had I had taken that forest now. That would have been quite lovely. We'll take Demon's Altar to upgrade our demon. So now we not have a stronger demon, but what we get is a second demon that scales at the same rate. Or perhaps it's even double the rate scaling. It's hard to tell because so many units die so quickly, so I'm not sure if it happens at the same time. But we definitely have 2 demons. You can see them spawn at the very beginning. Ooh, speaking of forest. Ah. Very lovely. Thank you very much. Let's do an expansion right here. I'm going to put the forest to the left. This way my archers become stronger. My melee attackers become stronger. And remember, overwork is allowing it to proc multiple times. So they're going to become very tanky archers, very tanky melee AoE damage. And look at those mushrooms. We have a thick line of mushrooms. Very thick. Do we have enough here? Oh, that's level 2 still, huh? Let's take soldiers. Let's do a quick and dirty reroll. Are you level 3? Yeah, you're level 3. 1 more for good luck. Let's take the elf. And then we'll leave. And then we'll take the... we'll take the elf, upgrade that, as you can see, level 2. And then we'll sell the bomber. I think that's fine. Look at all that health. Super healthy tanks. Super healthy range. Now there are units that specifically attack the back lines. Having some beef to your back is it's not a bad thing, you know? Not a bad thing at all. I'm actually going to take another vampirism right here. Because yes, we do have vampirism on one of our units. Oh no, that's the carnage. But yeah, you can take vampirism and make it so that they heal. As you can see, multiple buffs active. Very good. Multiple buffs from different factions. Not a problem. Oh, yeah. I mean, that backline is just being slowly torn apart. But as you can see, we did lose our own backline because of their own elves. But that's okay, because look how much we absolutely annihilated them with. I could go for more mushrooms, although it's a little late because we do have the boss fight coming in, so I don't think it matters much. Instead, what I'll do is I'll take the elf. Yep. King of Nothing is leading its final charge. We'll upgrade those to max. And I'll put a tower in the back for a good measure. And I'll sell that just to BM the AI. Oh yeah, we have so much health on that. This is such a beefy lineup. But there's the boss. Let's make sure we take out his backline, shall we? There we go. And look at that. All beef. No jerky. Your kingdom has thrived. Press any key to continue. As you can see, endless mode can be continued on if you really like your run. But what I prefer is going to a greater difficulty. I think that right now, as it stands, the demo ends on Baron difficulty, which is, I believe, the difficulty after night. So let's give it a go, shall we? Let's give it a good old-fashioned go. Or should we maybe play the King of Spells? Let's play the King of Spells. Let's do night difficulty. We can see all the cards here. We're going to play. And you'll be able to tell that we're not going to throw rocks this time. We're going to zap people. Ooh, that's a problem. Greed is the king that has the assassins. The backline destroyers. Problematic. What we do have, though, is Warlock. So let's do our Warlock boys. They're very good. And as you can see, zap. It's a lot faster, but a lot more focused. But that's okay, because we can upgrade it for great effects. Ooh, speaking of greed. Dispenser is quite a lovely card, too. Let's actually do it. I want to show you guys that we can actually have a lot of fun with these cards, too. Let's take Dispenser. So it's going to start off very slowly, but that's okay. Because we get money, and then we have the attack speed going up, which is very, very good. Ooh, Forest is very strong. Let's add a Forest right here. So our Warlocks become tankier by virtue of health, and we're going to need that. Very good. What else do we have? Shamans, very lovely. Let's take those. Doubles your lightning speed, solitude, troops with no adjacent plots, or eyeglass. Let's take that crit chance. And I'm going to get some more units in the back here. Or you know what? Let's actually put the shamans here. So we benefit immediately from the scaling against for tankiness. Because we are fighting greed a lot. And greed does have those assassins. And they will guarantee jump into the backline. So if we have a tanky backline, speaking of assassins, they're actually called thieves. Thieves, my bad. That's okay though. Every round adds plus 2% attack speed to adjacent units and towers. That's always very good. Because we could put it over here, which could be very lovely. You know what? Let's try that. Let's put Beacon over here. So we're buffing the attack speed scaling tower as well as our AoE meleeers. Could be interesting. Could be interesting. Very lovely. Ooh, also very lovely. Right. Let's take the forest for now. And then we'll put the forest here so we can buff up our units. Because we don't have the numbers, but we do have the bulk. So it's definitely a Chaos Knights over Space Marines kind of ordeal. But as you can see, they are quite powerful. Luckily enough, our tower is becoming faster and faster. It just takes a second, a little bit of love. Let's roll here. I guess we're going to double down on the tower. I do like the fact that the buildings change graphics. I always dislike it when the tower just gets like a slight different color or anything. Like an actual model change feels more impactful. I like that in tower defense games as well. Surely I'm not the only one. For now, though, I'm going to take a Citadel upgrade, and I'm actually going to give static to our frontliner. So now they have an AoE attack, and they also do a chain lightning attack on hit. But as you can see, it is getting a little spicy. I might have bitten off more than I can chew without upgrading the actual units. But we're going to hold out. I miss my farm. I miss my farm so bad. Let's do an offering. Let's sacrifice it. Let's see what's going to upgrade. Nice. One of our units. That's exactly what we needed. Perfect. I miss my mushrooms, though. My mushrooms and my farms. Good times. Good times. All right, let's see. Oh, yeah. That went a lot better, didn't it? That went so much better. Speaking of mushrooms, should I? It's too late, isn't it? It's never too late for mushrooms. How dare you? How dare you? And that might be a farm. All right. So let's assume we're going mushroom. I'm going to upgrade our castle right here, which is going to give us a slightly better chain lightning. So we can take out the back line. Very good. Okay. Now, while that is going, the tower is doing a lot of work. I wish that tower was an extra unit, though. I think that might have been better. And then we'll take the blacksmith. So now we also are upgrading the damage of the tower because it is eligible for those upgrades. So we're getting attack speed upgrades, and as you can see, it's becoming considerably faster. But we're not really doing an eco build right now. It's far better to get that tower out when you do an eco build because its attack speed is increased based on the amount of money you get, right? Speaking of, I could take a Midas touch to facilitate it, but I think I'm just going to upgrade this. Let's take a plot. Let's get a procreate, and then we'll leave. Because then I can upgrade this to max. I can get the procreate on the front line, and then I can max them out as well. So now we have level 3 chain lightning AoE warlocks. That should give us a little bit of a power spike. I think that's very good. And not only that, they're becoming healthier by the second, and their attack speed is going up as a result of course, the incredible beacon right here. Every round add plus 2% of attack speed to adjacent units and tower. I'm actually going to get the spire. I have an idea. Yeah, I'm gonna... Am I going to? I kind of want to wait for an expansion. I'm going to do something very greedy here. I'm not sure if it's going to pay off, but I'm waiting for an expansion. In the meantime, though, we're just going to zap that back line. Oh, yeah. We're so much stronger right now. Getting your units upgraded quickly is definitely something that pays off very nicely. Doubles all enchantments of your current active troops. That's very cute. Ooh, whenever attacked, your units add +1 poison stack to the enemy. Now we have a very big front line. So what would happen if they get attacked? Now they take a lot of poison. So yes, you can break yourself upon our body the build if you enjoy that type of thing, which I kind of do. Having that said, though, I'm going to do more tankiness, as you can see, +1, +1, +1. Especially now that we have the poison spikes. So now the backline is also killing itself by having the audacity to attack us. How dare they? Suffer. Ooh. Good old offering. Don't mind if I do. Our blacksmith leveled up. Very good. King of nothing. That's a big boy. Look at that. Let's take a wild card. Ah, and there's the expansion. Just as hoped. Very good. I'm going to put the spire here. Because it also increases its healing speed. Which is very cute. And since we have such bulky units, we should be getting quite a decent value out of that. Let's do a clone. And then we'll clone the blacksmith and max that out. Look at that. Max health, max damage. Getting a lot of AoE splash, a lot of chain lightning. Alright, I was a little worried, I'm not gonna lie. I was a little worried at the beginning, but now I'm starting to see the code. I'm starting to see it. I could go for another group of... No, I don't think I should. I don't think I should. I'm gonna make a peace with the greed guy for the obvious reasons. And I'm going to upgrade our boys right here, our shamans. Because they help buff our units as well. And we definitely want to do that. And I believe they buff our other units based on their own attack, which is of course scaling with blacksmith. While the other units are having their own attack scaled with the blacksmith as well. So you can see how that might turn into something very spicy. Very, very quickly. I'm going to clone here. I'm actually going to clone the blacksmith. I have another idea. It's greedy, but I have an idea. Okay. Our minigun is popping off. I do like to see the fact that you can see how much it heals and how much damage it does. It's all very good. Ooh, a nice farm. That's actually kind of lovely. Alright, now we're just getting more shamans, as you can see. Some more buffs, very good. Alright. Yeah, we're definitely a quantity over quality kind of build right now. Let's go for another shaman. As you can see, buffs allies attack damage based on its own damage. Now we have level 3 shamans. Very good. Level 3 shamans that are getting more units and more health and more damage. If I had the ability to change, I would have definitely built my farm next to our front line. But honestly, it's working out so far. I can't complain. Let's see. Ooh, should we? I mean, Poison Spike is the play, but I kind of want to see how fast we can get that tower. I think that would be very, very cute. We're going to sell the Mycelium. There you go. Selling cards also gives you more attack speed. So it's 50% faster. How fast is it now? Oh, yeah. Okay. I see it now. And considering it's single target, and we're not even like an aggressive kind of build in that sense, we're doing okay, I'd say. There you go. Now we have 2 units, 2 shamans popping out. So our shamans should become its own super army quite quickly, which should be quite lovely. Look at that. Look at those big boys. My boys are very big. Ooh, units that attack trigger a lightning. Unit causes area damage equal to 20% of its attack when it kills an enemy? You don't mind if I take that, right? We also have a nice little expansion right here. We're going to expand that. And take combustion right here. So now we have native AoE, a chain lightning, and if they kill someone, which they do a giant explosion. They have turned into the Chaos Marines that I dreamed them to be. Oh yeah, they are a force to be reckoned with. Beautiful. Let's see. Do we have anything? Let's roll once. Let's roll again. Let's roll some more. One more for luck. Okay, apparently I'm not very lucky. Let's add a blacksmith right here, because now we are buffing the healing as well as the gun again. Very good. But yeah, a little late to the party, of course, because as you can see, the victory is about to happen. Or loss. It could still backfire. You never know. Let's upgrade the Spire, because upgrading the Spire means more healing. There we go. As you can see, it's healing multiple units now, far more. So it's ramping up its health. And we have multiple warlocks getting multiple buffs. Very lovely. So let's see what we have. We have 2 buffs here. Now we have 3 buffs. Now we have 4 buffs. Now we have double buff, because buffs do stack like that. So we have a fully buffed unit. And there's the mage. I'm just going to take out their backline as fast as I can. Oh yeah, look at them grow. That is disgusting. That's the biggest unit yet. Oh, he just died. The boss just melted. Yeah, your kingdom has thrived. Yeah, you're damn right I thrived. That is lovely, isn't it? King of Spells. A little bit of a rough start, Mr. Spell, but there you go. The Baron difficulty. I believe that's the most difficult mode so far available in the demo. But, as you can see, we have also unlocked the King of Blood. This is probably one of my favorite guys. He has some wonderful cards that allow you to benefit from death, which is very, very lovely. I believe it's the cemetery that I specifically am fond of. Does he have it natively? He does. Look at that cemetery. If an adjacent unit dies in battle, summon an imp to fight in its place, which is very, very fun because you can have multiple cemeteries adjacent to the same target. So when one unit dies, it can spawn more than one. Or if you upgrade the cemetery, 2 units spawn. So you can have multiple cemeteries upgraded and adjacent to the same unit. So when one unit spawns, it can spawn an army, which is very, very fun for the obvious reasons. And of course, you can combine that with Demon's Altar, because more death means more demons. You get the gist, right? You can see how that works. Having that said, though, I highly recommend you check out this game. It's very, very fun. It's very small in size as well, so if you are curious about that, it's a very fast install. 9 kings, everybody. Very lovely. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys on YouTube in the next video, or perhaps on Twitch when I'm live. Thank you so much. Have a good night. I'm out.